Randy Miller and Michael Seward on randymillerradio.com.
Say the blues is just a good man feeling bad. I don't know about you, that's not the kind of blues I have. I'm a bad man. I'm feeling good.
Feeling good.
Yes, I'm a bad man. Let's get that understood.
Man, I am so excited. This is going to be a great show because Michael Seward is not here. That's the first reason I'm happy. But the elders are the fabulous elders right here. Guys, it's so good to see you. Ian, how are you?
I'm doing great, pal. Great to see you.
Man, it is great to see you. Introduce everybody you got here.
This is Liam over here playing acoustic guitar.
Hello.
And this is Norm Diller beside me here, my old pal. This is my son, Cian Byrne, playing the mandolin today.
So now you named him Cian.
Yeah.
That's pretty creative.
It's pretty simple, actually. My name is Ian, and my wife's name is Kathy, so we put K and Ian together.
That's pretty good. That's pretty. I guess you could have been Athy. So now pretty
Glad to be Cian.
But now he plays like every instrument, right?
He pretty much does. Yeah.
He's incredibly
irritating. It'd be easy to ask, what does he not play?
Let me ask you this. So you're in the family business now. How does that feel?
Right.
Yeah, I'll bet. Well, the last time I talked to you, Ian, you were retiring. So welcome back. You completely Tom Brady'd us. And man, I'll tell you what, when you unretire, you do it great. I mean, you record a new album, you book a tour. I mean,
we had to do it. We just had to do it.
Yeah,
it was the right
very
thing to
personal
do,
reasons, right?
Yeah. We had songs that we were working on, and we still go, even after we retired, we still used to do our boys' club on Tuesday evenings and go up and write and rasp ideas and talk about our kids and talk about our wives and drink a few bottles of wine. And
you're like, why are we getting paid for this?
I know. I said, you know what? And then we had this bucket of ideas and songs, and I said, let's make a record, So.
Yeah.
And Steve is, there's lots of parts of Steve on this record, and
right.
that was the important thing. So
So
now we make it a record. I said, well, okay, let's go out and play it. So here we are,
right.
doing it again.
And I mean, everybody. I think at first, when you announced that the elders were retiring from touring, I think everybody kind of said, not really. And then it kind of sunk in for everybody. And we're like, oh, we don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
And I bet you got a lot of that, didn't you?
Oh boy, we got a lot of emails from people, and I mean, we've been playing for 20 plus years, and all over the country, and we've made a lot of friends, and made a lot of friends, generations of our family.
Right, exactly.
Their kids were kids when they first came and saw us,
right.
And then next thing they're dancing on stage with us, and now they're teenagers and they're getting married and introducing their kids to us, So
well, and it's not like, I mean, some bands go away and they're replaced with other bands that kind of fill that void. There's nobody that fills the void of the elders. I mean, just the spirit, the sound. The magic that you guys create, there's nobody else who does that. So I think that was, especially in Kansas City, I think that was a big missing part.
Yeah. I mean, we underestimate the value of ourselves, and it's our fans that send us amazing letters and amazing stories of how they met us and what we did to their lives and all the rest of it. That's like, wow, this is something that's
What's the weirdest body part that you've ever signed?
The weirdest what now?
Body part.
The breast.
Yeah, that's the weirdest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it get any weirder?
What guy was that?
It was down in where was it was I forget where it was, but it was a rural.
It's right around here, I'm pretty sure.
It was a rural. This festival we were doing, and this whole family came up, and the mother obviously was the leader.
Oh, that's right.
I'm not kidding here. The mother
was.
She came up, and she was a fine, hefty lass,
Yeah, right.
And she came up, and she had like ketchup stains and stuff all over her shirt, and she just lifted her right up. Honey, I want you to sign these right here. So I held out the Sharpie at a distance as long as the arm would go.
Right. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, I've had nightmares over that.
Well, I mean, your shows are, they're a little rowdy. They get a little rowdy, get a little fun, a little crazy.
Yeah, they can be fun.
Yeah, but that's all part of it, right?
It really is. Yeah. I mean, we're non-political. We're an Irish band singing songs about our experiences and about stories and characters that we've met in Ireland and stories that we get actually from fans about their family members and stories
cool.
about. I mean, every American Irish immigrant I've met, they used to own a castle.
Yeah, right. Or they have one for sale.
They all have a castle, and they all were like leaders of the clans and all this other stuff. You know?
Right.
And they all use Irish Spring soap, which has never been heard of in Ireland. And you don't say top of the morning over there, or sure it'll be gone.
Or magically
That's all
delicious.
Bing Crosby stuff. You know?
Yeah, right. So tell me about this new album. So you got these songs together, and you thought let's get this thing together. And you finished the album, right?
Yep.
And when does it come out?
We finished the album, and it's getting released on April 29th, just in a few
April
few
29th.
days. Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. That's good
Yeah,
stuff. How does this rank to you in terms of your,
the best one we've ever done.
Yeah, there you go. Is it really?
It actually is. There's we took our time with this, and we teamed up with Andy Oxman, who's an amazing engineer, and a great studio and Soundwork studio here in Blue Springs, and we've just been. It was just and Norm and myself and Cian worked mainly on it. Did most of the work on it, and then we brought in all our friends. We brought in some friends that we've known over the years, and what's Peter? Who's Peter?
Peter
playing?
Grant.
Yeah, who's he playing with?
Peter's played with a lot of people. He plays with New Riders of the Purple Sage.
Oh, wow.
And he's a pedal steel guitar player.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And comes from that Bay Area school of playing. He's really, really good.
That's cool.
Yeah, and some good friends of ours from Ireland, and Colin Farrell, our fiddle player, we had him involved in it, and Diana, and then I mean, we've just had and we've got a couple of great new players in the band, and Liam and Dan. It's actually William, but in Ireland they call him William Liams, so his name has now been rechristened as Liam. Liam Lattis.
It's official.
It's official.
Did you have to become Irish to join?
Well, on account of being a ginger naturally and having an extremely resilient liver, I think I fit in. That was really the audition.
Yeah.
Have you ever? That was an Irish band, right? Resilient Liver. They toured for a few years.
Can you hang at the pub?
Yeah,
That's right.
We'll see.
Well,
We'll
yeah,
see.
exactly.
Okay, you're in.
Yeah.
All right, so play us one of these new songs you're talking about.
We will. We're going to play. When you go into a recording studio and you record the songs and you put them together and you record little bits of this and bits of that, and you come back and record bits of this, but you never really play the whole song until you get on the road.
Yeah.
And we haven't started the tour yet, so this will be interesting. We've never really played this before, but we've got Cian on the mandolin, two lads on the acoustic guitars. We're going to play the acoustic version of this song.
All right, what's the name of the song?
The song is called Old Man Dan, and it's about this old lad that I used to know back in Ireland, and his name was Joe Pa. And he was this guy that walked up and down the street with the shopping cart and half a dozen coats and blankets and all kinds of stuff, and nobody really knew where he lived. He was the sweetest, nicest man you'd ever meet, and he knew everybody by name. And we'd be all walking to school and be, "Oh, Jay-Z, and how you doing?" And "Grand, Joe, how you doing, pal?" And on one of my trips back to Ireland, I asked some of my pals, I said, "Wait, whatever happened to Joe Pa? Where is he now?" And nobody knew. Nobody knew where Joe Pa went. Nobody knew where he lived. Nobody knew his family. Nobody knew nothing about. He just disappeared.
Wow.
So
I kind of like that, though.
yeah.
He didn't show up on Facebook 10 years later.
Yeah, I know. There was no scandals against him.
Right, yeah.
He just disappeared.
Oh, this is good. Okay.
So his name is Joe. I just called him Old Man Dan because it just worked for the title. This is Old Man Dan. Hit that mandolin there, Kiko. Here we go. Where did he go? Where did he go? Far, far away. Far, far away. his hand, happy little man, and he's singing in the band, drinking little whiskey and a dancing little jig, chasing all the girls and he chewing on a cig, looking for a bed in the woods with a hood, looking for some socket spots and hitting with the wood, dancing in the rain and dancing in the streets, all the little people and they're tapping with their feet. Where did he go? Where did he go? Far, far away. Far, far away. Come on, kid. Hey. Where does the man go if nobody knows? He drinks a lot of whiskey and a massive runny nose. Same shoes, same shirt, a coat on his back, baggy trousers with the braces and the feather in his cap. Always smiling when he's playing with the dog, always stands when he's dancing on a log. Old man Dan with a fiddle in his hand, play the music and the jig, and he's the legend of the land. Where did he go? Where did he go? Far, far away. Far, far away. Where did he go? Where did he go? Far, far away. Far, far away. Come on, kiddo! Hey! Here we go!
Oh man, the elders are back. Oh boy, that sounded great. That was so cool. What a
Thank you,
great
lad.
song.
Thank you.
Yeah, the harmonies are so great. Oh,
No, we were just got lucky now and again, you know.
oh man, that is so good. That's from their forthcoming album. What's the name of the album?
The album is called "It'll Be All Right." All right
Well,
then.
all
Well,
right.
all right then. See, it's,
have it
it's that
titled
fresh. It is that fresh. Well, all right then. Well, all right then.
All right then.
That's the album title.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, all right then.
That is so cool. You know, I was just thinking about, like that's a song that if I was still doing mornings on Q104 that I would play. I wouldn't care. I didn't care what format, we had. If it's a good
never
song, we
did.
played a good song.
You've never cared much about.
I don't really
anything
care about
that you do on radio.
No,
Never.
No, really. No. I told
If I
somebody the
just
other
gave
day.
you your own.
I'm not good with authority. but no, I mean, and that's kind of a shame. There are. I mean, that song should be played a lot,
Yeah.
The Bridge might play it.
The Bridge is playing.
The Bridge might play it. The Bridge is my
playing it,
favorite
yeah.
radio station.
It's amazing. It's made those guys are
90.9
great
The
over
Bridge,
there.
yeah, because they do the local music
Yep.
scene and
they do.
no commercials.
Yeah,
which I
they're
love.
great.
They have a
Oh, they are.
policy of playing a local act for every hour.
Yeah, right. And I've
which is
heard your
fantastic.
music
Yeah.
on the Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. I mean, and that's about the only place you can.
There's
and
quite a few
hear that.
bridges all around the country, actually.
Yeah, sure.
It's huge to local groups.
Oh.
And there's
Oh, I know.
lots of really talented groups and singers, songwriters that would never get an opportunity.
Yeah.
Right.
And if somebody had to give it to them to reach an audience,
Yeah.
Yeah, Kansas City is great. It's a
it
great
really
music
is.
scene.
Yeah,
here.
and
It's-
do you remember the song by Mercy Me called "I Can Only Imagine"? You remember that song?
I don't know.
Sing it to me,
It was
Randy.
"I Can Only Imagine." You remember that song?
Oh yeah,
It was it was a breakout Christian hit, but it was a kind of a top 40 vibe. And I remember I played that song at Q104 when it came out just because I liked it and I thought it was a cool song. And the program director came in and he goes, "What are you doing?" I said, play music. He goes, we're not a Christian station. You don't play. I said, it's a good song. So I kept playing it, and then it got to the point where they couldn't stop playing it. They had to add it to the playlist because it was a good song and it was so popular.
And it was so popular.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Good music is good music.
See, you should have been the content manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even manage myself. What are you talking about?
Music director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what's so cool about the Bridge.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
They're good at it.
Their playlist is always curated. I mean, I don't know how many songs they have, but it's millions, it seems like. And Brian Trudeau's over there, just a great guy.
I think they just played. At Christmas there. They did all their repertoire. I think it was like 5,000.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's really cool.
That's being a good read. But you're right. There are those bridge type stations all around the country, and thank goodness they are.
Yeah.
Because,
Kind of community.
Yeah, community based,
Yeah.
talking about things locally, not being programmed by some group in Sacramento.
That stuff used to get relegated to Sunday nights.
Right, exactly.
Your local
Here's
show,
your
you'd have
moment.
your hour and a half on a Sunday night that they'll play local stuff.
No, it's from a musician, from a local musician, band guy all my life. That's really a cool thing.
It is a cool
It's
thing,
huge.
and it should be in every city like that. But unfortunately, but so
Now,
this
some guy in Chicago's programming.
Exactly, programming 9 stations
right,
at a time. Yeah, I know.
He's decided.
A little different. So you guys are going to start your tour here in Kansas City.
Yes.
Right at the Kaufman Center,
First night is the Kaufman Center.
and that's on the
28th. Yeah, 28th. The doors are at 7, I believe.
What a perfect place for you guys to play, huh?
Oh boy, what a start!
Have you played there before?
We've played there once time before. Yeah, and it is absolutely a gem.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we are so lucky to have it in Kansas City.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is so cool.
it's-
Now, is it just you guys? You got somebody else on the bill?
just us.
That's cool.
Yep.
That is great. Oh man, that's like the elder reunion.
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's quite a way to start a tour. Start at
Right.
the Kaufman Center. Wow.
It's a little heavy for the first one,
yeah.
but it'll be great.
Right. Oh man, that's
Yeah,
going to be
'cause-
cool though. Well, and I think it's perfect to start here because you miss a note here or there. Your fans don't care. I mean, hey, they're having a good time. They don't care.
They know the words better than I do.
Right.
I mean, they're down there. I can lip read them,
Right. Right.
see what they're singing.
I've heard a couple of tracks on the new album, and that the song "Better Man." That's my favorite. Just a great.
Oh, thank
great
you.
song.
Yeah,
Fantastic. Did you write that?
that's a good one. Myself and Norman wrote that one.
really
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Really strong.
Yeah, it's
You guys want to do another one from the album?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and throw that right in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Actually, let's
Or you want
do
to
it.
you want to do one of the
This is live radio, isn't it?
right? Absolutely.
What do you want to do?
Ian wants to
let's
quit
do
again.
We Are
is what I
Sane.
was saying.
Sing. So what
Yeah.
do you want to do?
Okay, you've never done it before, so we're expecting a lot.
We've never done this one before, Andy.
Okay.
Just like the other one.
And
This is a little trickier than the last
yeah.
one.
It is
It's a tricky song.
not for me.
This is
What's it called?
this is called "We Are Same," and it's just about. It's going to be very self-explanatory. It's we are the same. Some of us are black, some of us are white, some of us are whatever, some of us are Irish, some of us. But in general, we're just humans, just trying to get along and just trying to get through
Right.
life. We've all got our own beliefs and everything else, and it's just like, hey, give everybody a break. Let
Wow,
them.
what a perfect time for this song.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean it's a whole cluster out there, and this is for all those people that
Can we just flood the Next Door app with this song?
yeah, we are same. Get over it, people.
Absolutely.
Be nice to each other.
Oh man,
It's
Yeah.
called
Okay.
We Are Same.
this is great.
Don't put people in boxes. They are the same, only different to you. And don't put people in boxes. Some are wrong, some are right. Some too tired to fight. Some can see all the fools, others see through the light. We will all walk on just to see where we go. I can hold your hand, you pretend to know. We are same. We are same. there are those we defend, and upper people in boxes. They are same, only different to you. And upper people in boxes. Some are wrong, some are right. Some too tired to fight. Some can see all the fools. Others see through the light. And upper people in boxes.
Song.
We forgot a verse,
Wow.
but
that's so cool.
you have to buy the album to
hear
the other verse.
Yeah. You purposely left out one verse.
Purposely left it out, and it's a secret one too.
And I think that's true for life. You really should not put people in physical boxes.
We all do it.
Yeah, we all do it.
We all do it.
You're right.
Sometimes we do it without even looking or talking to the person.
You're right. Well, that's when you mainly do it, right? When you can be anonymous. Yeah,
it's crazy.
You were talking about how people, whether you're Irish, whatever, but there is some. I was having a conversation with a guy the other day about this. There's something special about the Midwest. I'm originally from Knoxville, Tennessee. I've been here, fired and back, and so finally said, I'm going to just live in Kansas City because I love it here. But there's just something about the Midwest, like. And this, I was telling this guy about it, and he totally agreed. Like I was in, a lot of times in the Midwest, you don't even have to finish a sentence. Like
that's right.
To get your point. I was at Hy-Vee. We had a couple inches of snow, and I talking to the cashier. I'd never seen him before, and he just looks at me and he goes, "Not as much as they said." And I go, "Yeah, you're right." I mean, you just know, and the Midwest is also where you know a guy. Like everybody knows a guy, right? Plumber, painter.
Yeah.
I know a guy.
Yeah.
And that guy is usually great at what he does and very unassuming.
Yeah.
He's always going to do a great job. And that's just how it is in the Midwest.
The Midwest is where everybody turns into their parents.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, exactly.
No doubt about it.
Yeah,
I find it a lot of similarities to Ireland. And,
I was going to ask you.
Yeah. I mean, everywhere you go over there, people like Americans move around quite a bit, just like you did.
Yeah.
Over there, I mean, we might live in houses for 5 or 6 generations or more.
Right.
I mean,
right.
The house that I grew up in was owned by the Byrne family, and it was built in, I think, 1887.
Oh wow.
So we finally sold it.
Yeah,
it's fallen down, so we sold it.
That is so funny though, because you think something over here is 100 years old, and you go, "Wow, that's pretty cool."
No, it's totally. I mean, and I'm in Kansas City. It's and there's a lot of there's a big Catholic school system in Kansas City, and they all know each other.
Yeah,
they all know each other's sins as well. It's great,
course, yeah. Well, and it's so funny too because people, I think, just there's a level playing field here for some reason. I mean, like. People don't hesitate to ask you to do something that's outside of your scope. I got a nationally syndicated radio show, but there are people like people have said to me, "Hey, will you come and DJ my daughter's wedding?" I go, "Well, that's not really what I do."
Yeah.
And they go, "Will you do it?" And of course you do it.
Yeah.
You do it.
Can't say no.
It's just it's one of those
I
things.
was going to say, back to the Catholic schools, we played at all of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
I'll bet.
And honestly, we got pretty well known by playing at all the Catholic charities and schools and stuff.
Yeah.
We really
And the
did.
auctions, all
It didn't
that,
dawn on us at the time.
Right.
Yeah. It really didn't dawn on us at the time that we were building our thing.
Yeah.
You know, we were
that's
building the elders doing that. Yeah.
I got, and Ian, maybe I've told you the story before, but first time we went to Ireland, our daughter was she's probably 12. And she had learned a couple of Irish songs. Open mic night over there or karaoke is just it's live. It's, you go up and you sing.
It's the real deal.
Yeah, it's a real deal. So she goes up and she sings Irish Lullaby. And there's these two old guys on the front row. And they're just, and it was just so real, it was just great. But I mean, that's kind of like, that song, I could see people at Coffin just, holding up their phones. I mean,
it means something to people,
It does.
They're very, we've been fortunate enough to travel all around the world with the elders over the years.
Right.
And I come back to Kansas City and this is home. This is home for me, I wouldn't move anywhere else.
Hey, Kian, so when's Mom going to get in a band?
She's in it.
Yeah, she's in it. She runs.
She runs it.
She's the.
Whether we like it or not, she's in it.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, so Kathy Quinn, Fox 4, is your mom, is your wife. And so, I mean, and I've never been inside your house, but are all the walls leopard print? How does that work?
Every other wall is leopard print.
Okay, every other wall. Okay.
I get up and I go to the bathroom in the morning, and I get up in the bathroom, and the hair straightening tongs, or whatever the heck you call it, leopard print. I pick up the hairdryer, leopard print. The flipping Q-tips that clean up my ear holes, and they're leopard print too. I said, Jesus.
One black in, one gold in.
I walk out of the bathroom in underwear, jumping around like an elephant.
Oh, see, now that's the part that deserves to be on TV right there. That's the segment, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
It is. Kathy has all these fans of hers, and they send them all kinds of things.
Yeah, sure.
And leopard print. I mean, we got leopard print doormats on the floor of the car. Everything's leopard print.
Sure.
It's like a blooming zoo.
There's no question where you guys live in the neighborhood.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, it's funny.
Well, guys, man, this has been such a pleasure. Thank you guys for doing this stuff, and thanks for coming back.
Pleasure.
Man, this is so good to get this, kind of back from you guys, and for you guys to get it back at the Kaufman on the 28th. That's going to be so cool.
It's going to be awesome.
That's going to be great. Thank you guys.
Thanks,
so much.
man.
Thank you.
Thank you, lad.
Right here at randymillerradio.com. So what are we listening to here?
So
is this part of the recording?
This is part of the recording of Old Man Dan, and there's a lot of it's amazing that how many tracks there are in this song, and there were a lot of moments and parts, and we actually came in and we had we brought a bottle of whiskey.
Well, as you would.
Are we allowed to say whiskey on radio?
Yeah.
So we bought a bottle of we bought several beverages, and we had all those beverages, and then we started recording. So this is a few of the tracks that we were recording.
Who's involved here?
This is Norm's daughter. Okay. Norm's daughter Hannah and her two friends.
Abby and Emma.
Abby and Emma. I've been lifelong friends, and they're fantastic singers. They call themselves the Canterburys. So we had them come in and do backing vocals with us. And, they were fine, beautiful, well-disciplined Catholic girls when they arrived.
Exactly, right.
And this is what they sounded like when they left.
Oh, good.
Come on, boys! Come on, Steve, buy us around. Come on, it's your turn. Yeah! Shut up! Oh, you shut up! Where's Joe? How many sausages in an order? He's just here. Go in there. Come on, you buttocks. I need a drink. Trousers back on, for goodness sakes. Let's take a song. Where you going? Take it on. Steve, let me hear you play that. Tower 234. Come on! What is that? Come on, get out of here! Joe, leave her alone. Will you get me another coffee?
Daddy, I want to go to the pub. Oh, he's going.
So that's just all the ad-libby stuff that we would do.
How did this album ever get done?
I know.
It took a while.
RandyMillerRadio.com